Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Mugscast Sidequest.
Today we're going to talk about Demon Slayer. Is it the Hinokami Chronicles? Is like the full title, right?
Yeah,
For the
yeah,
game.
yep.
We're gonna be doing some versus gameplay and just kind of, we'll be doing it online, so there's gonna be some delay. So forgive whatever goes down here, but we're just gonna kind of go over our thoughts on the game and everything as we fight a
It's
little
gonna
bit.
be weird. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be weird to talk while we're playing at the same time. This is the first
It
time we've
might,
done something like this.
yeah. So this may be very difficult, especially for a game
Yeah,
like this.
yeah, that's true.
All right, let's just start easy. What do you?
No,
How
no,
do you
fuck that.
feel?
Go full out.
No. I mean,
No,
I meant
sorry. I
like
thought you said
easy
start easy playing
question.
each other.
No,
How do
no.
I feel? So overall, I genuinely like the game. The story mode is kind of meh, but the versus mode is a lot of fun.
It is pretty good, yeah.
Not the online though.
No, yeah, the online is a nightmare.
Yeah, there's a lot of delay, which sucks. It's fun. I mean, what about you? Like, what are your thoughts?
So, I think this game had a lot of potential, but I think it doesn't deliver. Not even just like, I think even within the genre, it could have been a lot better, if that makes sense. Like,
I mean, I get what
this
you're
is a
saying.
different style of game from usual fighting games. You can definitely say, but I think even within this style, it could have been a lot better.
God, I hate not being able to block.
I know, right?
So it follows for those who don't know, it follows very, very, very close to Naruto Ninja Storm games, which are very fucking good. But the difference between this and the Naruto games are, at least with Naruto, you have substitution jutsu. As in here, if you're getting fucking walloped, you're done. Like, you can't block.
Yeah.
Like, if you're getting hit with a combo, it's over.
Except for that, like what I just did
except
there
for
with
that,
my
but-
support.
In Naruto, it's a substitution jutsu, like, and you get like 4 or 5 of them. Here, it's like you have your teammate save you once, and then if you didn't block in time, guess what? It's over. Like,
Yeah, exactly, because it takes
pretty
too long
rough.
for the gauge to replenish.
yep. And online, it's even worse because if there's that delay, then you're kind of screwed yourself.
Gonna stop. We just like totally forgot about the commentary there for a second because I got
It's
focused.
just, I was trying. Yeah, we did get focused, but I mean, at the same time, they can just enjoy some gameplay. This just got kind of heated. You know what I'm saying? That got kind of heated.
It's
That was good.
yeah, it's a lot going on.
Drew and I are gonna have a rivalry. Like, nobody wants to lose.
This is like sensory overload for me as well because in order to get this like recording properly, I have to have the game volume like ultra loud. So
Yeah, mine's really loud, which is why my voice is a little bit louder than usual. I don't have to have it loud, but I like to hear the game while I'm playing.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, so here's it follows the anime exactly. In terms of story, it definitely does. But at the same time, it also doesn't you miss out on a lot of key stuff, like especially if you don't watch, the quote unquote like the memory fragments that are in here.
Yes. It's not even just that. You miss out on character building moments too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's most of the memory fragments are like extreme important character building moments.
Yes.
So what that means is because it's set up to be following the exact story of the anime, but who is gonna go into this as their first experience with Demon Slayer ever? You know what I mean?
It's
I
true.
hope nobody.
I would hope it's just meant for, if you're a fan and you really wanted a game. That's what I would hope. But
Yes, but that's the thing is but it's following the story exactly, and it's not interesting to play. It's nice to, I guess, play through the story in a way.
That delay, bro. That delay actually pissed me off. I actually was blocking, but he decided to do a grab.
As a fan, though, that's nice and all, but it's also, especially for me, it's probably less so for you, but I literally just finished watching the show for the first time a week ago, so it's all very fresh in my mind.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. That was an ass whooping. Now that I can concentrate a little bit more on the talking.
Yes, yeah, I want to talk more.
So story mode could have been so much better, dude. The fighting's okay. You get hit a retry if you want. You get
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to change fighters,
Okay.
so that we can talk for a little bit, have a little intermission, and then we'll do another one.
Okay. So yeah. So like the story mode, you have the boss fights, which they're fun for a little bit, but then they get like I don't know what the hell it is. They become like these super unblockable moments that are kind of ridiculous.
Hmm.
Um, the walking around is
Really,
is a joke. My God,
it's really just
I don't get the point.
that last fight. It's the last fight in the game. Goes to a point. It literally, was the first time that I played it, was such like a shock. I was like, I played it and I was like, oh, this must be like, and spoilers for the game and for the series as a whole because this does follow the series. So,
Yes.
I'm gonna spoil it. But when you get to that end fight and you're playing as Rengoku and obviously like, he dies. So I'm like, oh, they're gonna like do a slightly different take on it and like have you intentionally die or like lose the fight. Because it was so ridiculous. I was like, it has to be. Like,
yeah, I thought the same
was
thing.
so sure that I let myself die the first time, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, when I died, because they make you do that fight like 3 or 4 times, like in a row. And I remember, like when I lost, I was like, I guarantee I was supposed to lose because I mean, Rengoku does technically lose.
Yeah.
And then I died, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm supposed to win? I was like, this is kind of a very big difference. So yeah, it like threw me off really bad.
That's what I'm saying.
And then there's a surprise fight. Again, if you're just looking to avoid spoilers, they throw a surprise fight in there where you fight Rengoku in a dream, which is cool that they even did that. But that fight also ridiculous. It glitched out on me, by the way. I don't know if I told you that.
No.
There's a part where he does like a half a screen, where he does like a half the screen, like where you can't block it. I would jump behind him, and he would out of nowhere change direction on me. Like, literally out of nowhere. And I was like, what? I was like, that's not supposed to happen. I was like, the point is to go to the safe area, but he would just change directions on me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to reload the fight, and then finally I was fine.
Yeah, I might be wrong, and I would prefer that no one actually tell us this, because I don't want to be spoiled, but I think that actually is, like, a thing that happens. Because I talked to my friend who had read the manga, and you know how he gets the little thing off of his sword, the hilt off of his sword.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, he has that later, like, in the series.
Yeah.
So it must be a canon thing.
Yeah.
But they just decided to add it on as kind of like a little snippet here.
Yeah. They basically got onto the next probably part of the chapter, but maybe they did it their own way. I don't know. Damn it.
Ooh.
I sidestepped.
Dirty rat.
This is tense. I don't want to lose, but at the same time it's like I want to talk, so it's like I concentrate between the two. Nope.
Oh.
No.
What's happening? Can't see anything.
Oh, I went to do the ult.
Close.
I thought I had the ult, bro. I really did.
So,
I mean,
okay.
So would you recommend this game to somebody at full price or sale price?
I would recommend you never buy this game until it is like $10 or less. That's about as much as this is worth.
So I have a very different opinion. I mean, I got literally every achievement on it and everything. That's because they weren't super difficult. I just enjoyed it while I could, but I would definitely wait for a sale. Lucky for me, I kind of semi-bought it on sale anyways.
Yeah.
But I would definitely wait for a sale because it's not worth the full 70, by the way, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
In terms of combat and all that, I definitely give it like an 8. I like the combat. I do for the most part, except for the unblockable bullshit. I still give it like a solid 8 out of 10. It's deeper than it seems. But story-wise, dude, fuck that. That shit was... Yeah, I did. Story-wise, it was very frustrating to get into. It's fun and it's very well animated. And the QTE moments, those are badass as shit. Like, I do like those a lot. That's
yeah, they're actually...
I meant to boost.
Good QTE moments for sure. They're nice. It fits awesome. This game, but yeah. So I think one of the biggest problems. I mean, obviously the story and like the walking around, is just boring. I don't even know like what to say about it. It's
the fact that there's no sprint button really pisses me off, mind you. Like the fact that you have to sit there and watch the fucking character like walk super fucking slow to your next objective that's going to lead you either to a random fight or a collectible that's on the map. It's very boring, and they could have done a better job about it. Overall, I still really do like the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Story mode, God, they definitely showed it off as something better than what it was.
Yeah, I got the impression that it was like a whole like little areas that you could explore and
Yep.
all this stuff.
And no.
But that's not at all what it is. And you know, obviously I think this is a game definitely more directed towards kids for sure.
I'd say kids. I'd say more like hardcore fans. I would say because I'm telling you right now, it's almost exactly Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, and people love. And when I say love, I mean people love those fucking games.
What I mean is the simplicity of it is like there's no, it's not that deep.
No,
There's much deeper. It really can't be though, because every character, and this might be my biggest problem with it, is that every character, you know, there's probably like 4 or 5 of the characters that function very similarly. Like all of the water characters,
yeah, the water
so
characters,
similar.
yeah, so similar. That's true, but it's still deeper in the sense of like you can find ridiculous combos. I was watching combos where people were like 100% into health. And I was
yeah,
like,
exactly. But that's the problem. And if I did the same thing. I looked that up. I was like, let me see if there's some combos that I can find out. Right. I look it up. I see 100% combos. All the comments and everybody saying like, oh, like you broke the game. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Like that's you're not supposed to be able to chain combos like that, because when you're doing combat in this game, you will like go and do a combo. And you'll get to an end of it. You're like, oh, I've got another move I can do here that will perfectly chain in, and it will intentionally cut the combo off. Like it won't let you keep doing it on purpose. Yeah, but it's like, but the whole game is like to see, you know, what combos you can come up with that would, you know, do as much damage as possible. But then when you try and actually make a crazy combo, the game doesn't let you.
Yeah.
So
it's just all about learning the frame and all that.
So you can do like a max of like what the game is like genuinely allowing you to do. You can do a max of like maybe a 30.
Game.
That's like the highest combo that you can do.
But like, I don't know.
So that is like extraordinarily annoying to me that you can't like. I was like, oh, I want to like get deep into this and start learning really cool stuff like Smash, you know, like get some cool combos, learn my characters that I really like, and come up with some cool combos for them. Couldn't do that. So you just get to learn essentially one combo for each character that you can then do slight variations on.
Yeah, depending on who you have as a support.
Well, depending on who you have as a support, but also depending on like you can do this.
So hold on, real quick.
Switch up one of your special moves. That's basically it.
The game honestly feels very, 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 very one-sided a lot of the times. Like it feels like if you started getting shit on, like it feels like you're gonna get shit on for half the match, and by the time you realize, like, oh, there goes half my health bar, and oops, you're kind of fucked. Like Drew and I were saying, you can do that fucking little block, and it's funny because right now it feels like we're doing it more consistently than we thought we could.
Like the little
the grab
thing,
yeah. But even it doesn't matter though. Like, dude, they could have done a better job of balancing this game. This game's very unbalanced. That I'll definitely say.
Yeah, there's also characters that are way unbalanced compared to others for sure.
Yeah, it's funny because I didn't realize this until like this morning, but Rengoku's considered one of the unbalanced characters.
Oh, he's he's extraordinarily OP.
It sucks because I fucking love him a lot, and I'm just like I feel like I'm being a cheap little bitch.
Yeah,
if I use him,
because the way you can combo with him is ridiculous, and then as opposed to other characters, like there is no like you get a slight combo with him, and that's about it.
Yeah. Inosuke, on the other hand, still liking him though. I don't even think he's considered a top character, but I fucking love him.
I do think he actually is a little bit overpowered, just because he has what do you call it? Like he's different from the other characters in that he can't combo really well, but he does like triple the damage of a normal character.
Really?
Yeah. Have you not noticed how much damage his attacks do?
Yes and no. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I was playing on hard, so like.
It's 100%. Like he's 100% does more damage. Like
he might, but he also breaks his combos easier than most characters do.
His ultimates do more damage. His attacks do more damage, and his combo you can't combo with him. That's the difference. That's their version of balancing it. I guess.
I don't know, man. It definitely could use some balancing. Overall, I enjoy the game. I think it's fun. Definitely worth more during a sale. You know, now that I've like the hype for it is over for me, like it's definitely worth more in a sale. It's beautifully animated.
I was gonna say they clearly spent their most time on animating it
Animation.
and making sure that it was, you know, like true to the style. And
okay, so I was reading some of the
definitely
reviews
did.
on Steam, and it makes me laugh because somebody was like, "It's the water wheel simulator, bro," because that's literally all everybody spams is water wheel.
It looks amazing, and it feels cool when you get good combos, and the ultimates are awesome. The versus mode is pretty dope. But beyond that, you're not getting much, you know.
I got you. Yeah,
like
I definitely wait for a sale. Still, it's a decent game, but on sale.
Story mode is, and as well, you know, they clearly.
Hold on, if you're going into this for story mode, nah, sorry, you're gonna be disappointed.
And if you're going into a versus mode, you'll also be disappointed because
I wouldn't say fully disappointed because locally,
you'd maybe get like 4 hours of good playtime out of this locally, and you can't play it online.
I can play shit with my brothers for hours, bro. We literally were playing Ninja Storm for hours easily.
But this isn't as deep as Ninja Storm, though.
Ninja Storm's not that deep either. Ninja Storm's really not that deep either. It's almost the same thing, almost. The only cool thing the one thing that Ninja Storm definitely does right that this game doesn't do is it has items and a substitution jutsu. It makes for much better battles.
Mm-hmm.
Like the item system, I don't even know why they didn't bring items into this game. They could have brought in items to this game. Why they didn't do that shit is beyond me. Like, bro, there's a lot of things they could have done. The defense is very one-sided, unfortunately.
They clearly took the characters and they were like, well, we don't have enough characters to fill out a roster, so let's just do them all again, but with different ultimates.
Yeah, and the Academy ones?
Right, and instead of just making those skins with different ultimates, they made them their own separate characters to make the roster look like it has more characters than it really does.
Yeah, that's true. The roster is definitely very weak. But
which, you know, is not their fault because they don't want to spoil stuff and they've got to keep it to the anime, which is fair.
Here's something that I apparently just found out. So the game actually wasn't, from what I heard, I don't know how true this is. The game actually was not finished, which is why we're getting free updates. But they wanted to push it out because the second season's getting ready to come out.
Right.
And they were trying to hype it up around the release of the episodes for the Mugen Train. So that's why they were doing that. But it's like, yeah, you guys kind of shit on your fan base a little bit.
Yeah, I just think that in terms of like the combat, I've played a decent few games with combat that's like this, and I think this is the weakest that I've played, hands down. Like
I can agree. I can actually 100% agree with that. It's pretty weak in terms of like, if you're looking for an E-League fucking fighting game, nah, dude. This is definitely simplistic. It's definitely not meant to be this fucking amazing top-notch going to the fucking E-League's pro game at all. It's definitely meant to be more stylish, but that's just it. It's meant to be more stylish and just to be thought processed while you're fighting.
Yeah, but then you just kind of lose that replay value, you know, because there's only so many times you can do a water wheel and enjoy it.
I'm trying to go into it as like a non-huge fan of it because I'm a fucking big ass fan of Demon Slayer, but as a fighting game, if you're not this huge Demon Slayer fan, you're not gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Like straight up, you're not enjoying this shit.
And I've talked about it before, but you know, Demon Slayer has such ridiculous potential as a video game, and this does not deliver on that. Because I mean, you can just imagine. I've said it before. You can just imagine like a Ghost of Tsushima type, like free roam, playing as Tanjiro, playing as whatever character you want, and just fighting demons and doing all this stuff. There's so much potential.
Honestly, and that's kind of sort of. It's not that they sold it that way, but it seemed like it was gonna head in that.
Have some sort of like open areas to explore and like see things, but instead it's just like a collect-a-thon. And there's nothing interesting about the areas that you're in. It's just
seriously, nothing interesting at all.
They're all just like mazes, essentially.
Which is why I collected everything on the first fucking try because I was not going back into those areas. Dude, I was like, I'm not coming back here. I was like, I'm not doing this shit again. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was like we shoved each other back and forth.
Yeah. Damn it.
So yeah, it's like a super collect-a-thon type deal, and the things you're collecting are not even that like
good
interesting,
at all,
you know?
Dude, at all. They're fucking memory fragments and
points.
Yeah.
Like currency basically for stuff that you can unlock anyway.
Yeah, stuff that you don't unlock if you play the story mode. Honestly, I actually hate the deluxe edition and that they tried to push that deluxe edition on people because everything in the deluxe edition is unlockable in the game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's kind of annoying. I don't know, man. It could have been marketed better. It could have been done. At the end of the day, this could have been a lot better.
I will say I like what's it called? The like reward panels. You know, that's always satisfying. That's like a classic Smash thing of doing those and revealing the images and that sort of thing. That's always fun. So I can appreciate that. And I'm trying to think what else. I mean, you know, there was parts of like the story where I was like, this is nice. Like I enjoyed the start of the last battle. You know, like finally getting a challenge because most of the bosses were just like nothing.
Yeah.
And
just annoying. Just annoying.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if anybody has any questions, definitely feel free to ask because we can answer it. I mean, I literally did everything in this game just because I wanted to get my money's worth. And let me tell you something right now, okay? I just want to make sure everyone understands. I got an S on everything. I did a bunch of the training missions. I got every trophy, right? 14 hours. That's it. That's another thing, is the length is meh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you were like, we're just to buy this game for versus, you're gonna get even less out of it because you're just gonna get tired of it. Like there's not there's just not enough to keep you engaged. Yeah. And sure they are gonna add more but it's just not enough. It's a shame.
It could have been better. Yeah, it is a shame. But let's hope that. Okay, actually, I'll say this because any anime fan knows this who plays anime video games. They know this. There's always that first game that's like, okay, this is entertaining enough. Let's see what they do with the sequel, because that's exactly what happened with Naruto, the first Ninja Storm. That's what happened with a lot of games. Dragon Ball Z wasn't the best Dragon Ball Z game ever, but it was good, and the fucking roster was ridiculously small. I think it was something with like 18 fighters or some shit like that. And some of them were repeats though. So as a starter to a Demon Slayer game, it's solid. But let's hope when they come up with a sequel, it'll be like miles ahead of what this is.
Yeah, I will say
for more.
There's another, there's some cool things as well. Like a cool thing I noticed actually just now while we're playing is when you use Nezuko like in versus, and if you are to go and like try and select maps, 2 of the maps get locked because they're daytime. So because Nezuko can't be in the daytime, so like that's a really nice detail. That's a nice touch.
Yep.
Even for versus mode to put that in there, like you can tell they clearly care about the source material and put their all into making sure this is as faithful as possible.
But
so that has to be appreciated. But it seems like all of their resources went to that, and then everything else suffered as a result.
It's not even just that. It's honestly like, I love Demon Slayer. I mean, I love Demon Slayer.
Yep.
But they did not have enough material just yet to make a game. They really didn't. Because even thinking about it right now, if they were to add, they could add top 5 more characters that I can think of. That's it. The girl and the guy with the fucking ball and the arrows.
Yeah.
The asshole with the fucking webs. I can't remember their name, so don't mind me. The dude with the webs. The Mugen Train driver. Yeah. And the fucking guy that
rank 3
fights.
Yeah, the rank 3 moon.
I literally cannot think of any other character. Maybe fucking Michael Jackson, but I doubt it.
Well, I mean, the spider ones, you've got like 2 there at least. You've got the spider mom and then him.
Yeah, and the mom doesn't really
that could also work too.
The mom doesn't really
but they would just be like, here she is. I mean, you don't see the whatever his name is, Murata fight or whatever. The guy who's from the forest. Like he's just kind of trash. He's trash in there and the game.
Everybody's favorite Demon Slayer character.
I was trying him earlier just to see and see if there's actually any merit to him. And his special, his block special is increasing the support gauge while standing still. I'm like, what? Why did you think this was a good idea? Like, no one's gonna use this guy. It's a shame. And the academy things are really nice. They are fun. Like the different ultimates, I do love them, especially Zenitsu's. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked. Obviously, I like my boys in those cases, but I really like whatever the hell his name is,
Gyu's. Yeah, Gyu's
because
is really
his is different. His is different. With Nezuko, he gets mad because she can't talk. So he says, "Answer me when I'm talking to you." Sengetsu's when he's sleeping, so he gets upset and he smacks the shit out of him. Like it's different. It's I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, they're all really cool.
This game definitely could have used a little bit more polish. And hopefully after these, actually it might even be worth up to $40 if these next 3 DLCs are actually kind of good. But we'll see.
There's another thing as well, and I think I saw you mention it, or you mentioned it in some other point, is that like there is such a strange when you're playing the story, you're playing it, you're going through the boss fights, you're like, this is really easy. Every boss fight is just attack and dodge a little bit and then keep attacking. And it's always, whenever they have their special attacks or whatever, you can literally just either spam dodge or just run in a circle and none of it can hit you.
Yeah.
But then you do all of that, right? And then you get to the very last boss and the difficulty quadruples because there's undodgeable attacks.
Yep.
He's dodging everything you throw at him unless you're attacking at very specific points. Like, what happened? Like, I mean, it makes sense, obviously, in the context of the story, but it's like, why
now? The scale in that very last chapter, the scale in that very last chapter is
increases dramatically.
It's disgusting. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. I get what they were going for, but it's like, why did you guys do that? Like, why?
You know what? Another thing I do like as well is the special demon missions within each chapter that have different demons that haven't been shown in the story before, or like in the anime before. That's nice. That's a cool little tidbit to see some new demons.
I almost made a joke, right? Because that last demon that you have to beat is a bitch. Like I think he's like the temple eater or whatever. He's like the temple something, right? I was like, damn, I can't wait. Yeah, the temple fiend. I was like, damn, y'all thought whatever his name is, Akama, whatever his name is. Y'all thought he was hard. Wait till they get to the temple fiend in the manga is what I was saying, because they definitely made him unnecessarily strong. Obviously, he doesn't come out in the manga, but what I'm saying is like as a joke, like. They treated him like he was gonna be some big boss.
Because dude, when he splits himself into 3, it's ridiculous. It's so stupid, dude.
To take away points,
you can't dodge it all.
listen. To take away points from the game again, they introduced that in the beginning, like the first 2 or 3 chapters. Are like, sometimes you'll have to fight multiple enemies at once, right?
Oh yeah.
And it literally never happens again that I remember. Like,
no, it's literally just the swamp demon. And the temple fiend. That's it.
Yep,
and it doesn't happen any other time.
Why did you introduce me to that and then show it to me at the very end?
I was like, I felt like it was gonna be like this whole thing of like you would have like random encounters and it would be multiple demons and all this stuff. But
they took turns.
This is quite possibly the most linear game I have ever played.
It's extremely, this is true. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. This definitely feels like it's aimed towards like kids and.
That's what I'm saying, because of how like simple the collectibles and the map design is. It's just there's no like shot you're missing stuff. It's either you go this way and get this, or you go that way and get that thing. It's like there's no way to miss it. Everything is marked on the map for you. It's tiny little areas, like, and even if you don't dive deep into the combat, it's simple enough that even as a kid, I would be able to get by. Like, I'd struggle with the final boss fight and stuff, but you'd still be able to just, like, mash X a bunch and dodge until you won. Like, you wouldn't get good grades, but this is totally possible for, like, a younger kid to play and enjoy. Which, it's fine. And I also did enjoy, and I think it went on a little bit too long, but I enjoyed that first chapter. I think it's the Hashira meeting, where you just get to kind of wander around. The mansion.
The mansion. Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, this is really cool because they show it in the show, but you don't get a sense for how it's all connected.
Yeah.
But in this, you really get to see exactly how it's laid out. How this room, you come out of the room, and the training room's over here, and if you go out here, it's the garden, and there's this little area in the back, and all that stuff. I was like, this is really cool. This is a nice little interlude. And then it went on for like 3 more missions, and I was like, oh my god, we got to stop this. Like, this is going on for too long.
True.
But when it began, I was like, this is actually kind of a nice interlude type thing, and it's nice to see areas from the show fleshed out like that.
There was also one chapter where you literally did nothing, which is that chapter, the Hashira meeting. You literally, there is nothing. It's just cutscenes and cutscenes and cutscenes and talking and cutscenes.
Yeah, the Hashira meeting is nothing, and then you do more of that, but you at least have like the mini games with the T-Splash and Bloodbreaker, which actually those are nice. Those are also.
I wanted more of those.
Those are pleasant and they're cute and they have nice animations to them. So I enjoyed that as well. And then I absolutely despise points in this game. In the story, when you're going and you're playing, and you'll go through a cutscene, right? And I'll take you out of the cutscene, you're like, oh, good, gameplay. and then you walk for 30 seconds, and you get another cutscene.
Yep.
You don't do anything except walk, and maybe he'll say a couple of lines, and then you get another cutscene. I'm like, why is that not just a cutscene? Why did I need to walk there?
Yep.
And I love Zenitsu. Don't get me wrong, I love Zenitsu. He's my favorite character, but in this game, bro, oh my god, you walk, and every 5 feet he stops to say 17 voice lines and do 20 different animations, and then you walk another 5 feet and he does it again, and you repeat that like 12 times in one area. Could have just been one cutscene where he does it once. It's like, oh my god, dude. It was really killing me.
In the Spider Forest, I got really fucking pissed off because
that's when it was.
You went to go turn around the corner, and he like freaked out because he heard the wind, and then he saw a spider, and then he saw something else.
Spiders.
Like, it was on the span of not even kidding 5 seconds. And I was like, what is going on, bro?
You walk for 5 seconds. Spider. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm gonna do 6 voice lines. Okay, walk for another 5 seconds. Oh no, now it's 2 spiders. Oh no, now it's 3 spiders. And every time it's like 20 seconds worth of animation that you have to sit through.
Yep.
And it's like, it's well animated as well. Like the animation that he has when he's walking and he's scared, like looking over his shoulder, really cool, like really well done. But I just don't want to walk through that and witness that. It's just like a cutscene that I have to push forward on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a nightmare. But yeah, I would say, what would you give it out of 10?
As a overall, the game, I don't want to put it out because I still enjoyed playing it. I would say like a 6 out of 10. It's fine. I put it as an 8 out of 10 on Steam, but I honestly would go change it to a 6 out of 10.
I 100% agree. It's exactly 6 because I do enjoy it. Because like 5 would be neutral, like I wouldn't feel one way or the other. But 6 is like I have enjoyed my time with the game when it comes to, you know, specific moments of combat, and like when it works, it works. But there's just not enough here in terms of deepness to the combat, in the story, characters, everything, just content in general. It's just not enough.
No, sadly.
Yeah, very sadly, because like I said, you know, there's so much potential for a phenomenal Demon Slayer game. And you know, no disrespect to the people that worked on this game, they clearly put a lot of effort into it, especially the visuals, and it is a gorgeous game. 100%.
Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't left disappointed fully, but I definitely was left wanting more.
Yeah, it's definitely, I will say, you know, I could recommend it, especially if you're a big fan of Demon Slayer. You'll get enjoyment out of it, but do not buy this at full price or anywhere close to it. It was, and
please do not, for the love of God, do not buy the deluxe edition if you're gonna buy it. It's not even worth it. You can unlock.
Is that even a thing anymore, or is that just a pre-order
it's still a thing? No, it's still a thing.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah,
I was upset when I found out everything
was so easily. It's not hard to unlock at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Yes, we both agree. It's a 6.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Sidequest. And we will see you guys next time.
See you later.